right? What people fail in birthday parties at this stage is they ask them how many are you going to bring, and they say 10, and then um, they don't get a guest roster before, and they also let them get away with that 10, thinking, oh, great, I've got 10 people coming in, and then five show up, and you kind of have a lame party. It's not only you don't get as many prospects, but it's not as much fun. A fun party. I've had parties with 100 kids in the party. It was two kids and were friends, and they both invited a bunch of people. The parents were awesome. 100 people in the party. It was like the most fun ever had. It's also chaos and crazy, but I'd rather have chaos and crazy versus lame and boring. Yeah, we never want lame and boring. So then the next step for that is the get a guest roster. A lot of you guys complain about that and say, "Well, I can't get the guest roster from the parents with their name and email address and phone number and mailing address." But it's pretty easy to do that if you say it's a requirement for safety and liability purposes. It's a requirement that we get the guest roster 2 weeks before the event, so that we'll also help. We'll send all the invitations out for you. So you have a couple reasons why. The reason for safety is a legitimate reason for a birthday party or a pizza party. It's absolutely would be true. We need to get the parents' information, and we also tell them when we set up the party. By the way, all the kids need to come in with their own parent, for safety and liability purposes, obviously. So that covers the situation. I learned that the hard way, doing a bunch of birthday parties, and every once in a while, a mom would bring a bus full of kids in, the birthday mom who's already a student bring a bus full of kids in, and then okay, I can't, you can't do much with that, so we fix it that way. That also gives you the excuse. Now we're not talking about what to do at the birthday party right now. Maybe you guys want to hear that. It gives you the excuse when they do come into the party. If they didn't come in with their mom and dad, they came in with a friend, you can say, hold on a sec, I'm sorry, we got to hold you out of the party till we can contact your parents, and then we at least can call the parents and get verbal permission that they do it, and then use that to set an appointment. Okay. So that's one to many. One to one, I want to come back to one to one type events like the bullying prevention event, even Nerf Wars, some other special activity you're doing. What I just talked about was one layer. Whenever we do an event like that, we're always going to market it in the community, flyers in the schools, in businesses, in other places. We're always going to market it to old prospects. We're always going to I mean, as many layers as we can come up with to market this to. It's a lot easier doing one event and have 6 layers of things, that ways you're going to market it, than it is to do 6 events. So I think sometimes when we talk about the marketing tools that we suggest and do 20 things, you think, well, that's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of work. Well, it's not really, it's less work than doing, struggling for sure. And it's less work than doing multiple events instead of making these all very, very robust and full of a lot of things that you can do at an event. Any questions on that? I know I talked a little bit. Derek, questions or anybody else?
No, that's fine for now. Thank you.
Does that help?
Yes, that does. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions on referrals, getting more referrals or making these kinds of events work, or you've had the events? Summer's great for this. I mean, you can do birthday parties. That would be one place I might do a birthday party on during the day. I
Uh,
might, depending on the group. Go ahead,
Mr.
Tomas.
Moody, uh, I got a problem with my referrals with my students when I offer bring a friend, uh, a free class, friendly class. And my students, oh, they don't want to do it. Sometimes they don't want to do it. Sometimes they got, how many they expect? Like 10, 15. I always got 6, 7. And sometimes the parents, they don't bring the parents. And I said, we need your dad. Oh, they can do it because they working. Oh,
Yeah.
they always got an excuse. What I'm supposed to
Okay.
do?
Well, are you talking about handing them guest passes and getting them to hand them out, or are you talking about at a birthday party?
Yes, birthday parties and verbal friendlies, friend class. Verbal. Yes, I tell them.
Like events, like one-to-one events.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Like Buddy
Yeah,
Day.
Yeah. So
yeah, like body day. That's right. That's right.
right. And those are, in either of those cases, the key thing is get them thinking about who they're going to bring first. So, well, how many are you going to bring? Or if it's a one-to-one thing, or like an event at the school, they're supposed to bring
Mhm.
one friend. Number one, what's the reason they need to bring the friend? If you just say we're doing a buddy day at the school and everything's gonna be great and you bring your friend, okay, why?
Thank you.
I don't know why. I don't know why I should bring my friend. That doesn't make it doesn't help me. That doesn't motivate.
That,
But if you do, we're doing a board breaking seminar and you got to bring one friend because the friend's going to learn how to hold boards and you got to be able to hold boards for them. Part of what we're teaching you in martial arts is to be a leader and to show other people things. That means you're going to show other people and really teach other people. It doesn't matter if they're basics or leadership at this point. So that's part of what that's part of what the activity is. So you've got to bring a friend, somebody who doesn't know anything about martial arts, and we ideally like it to be your best friend or somebody that you're going to see and have build a relationship with. So see, there's a reason. The bullying,
okay. That's fine.
the Nerf war, it was we're going to do these partner drills. If you don't have a friend, you're going to be left out.
Okay.
Whenever I give a reason for something, they're always, whether it's sales or it's enrollments or it's motivating somebody to do something, there always needs to be a reason to do it that's like matters. And the worst possible reason really is we're going to have fun. Like, yeah, okay, they're going to have fun eating ice cream, staying at home watching cartoons. I mean, it's lame. It's not a very significant reason. So the more specific and the more motivating the reason. And then the second thing about it is there has to be, if they don't do it, they're going to really miss out or they're going to not meet a requirement. We actually for the bullying prevention events, we do this 3 times a year. We make all the students go. It's a requirement for testing. If you don't make it to this, you don't get to test. So we get really good attendance. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean we get more buddies. We have to do the other stuff to get the buddies, but first job was to get all the students to show up. You can't use that bullet for everything. Like when I go and teach a seminar at a school, I have them require the students come because,
Yes.
and anybody having Grandmaster Smith come out to your school, I would say the same thing. Hey, you got to come. We got the special guest here. It's a requirement for your next belt for you to be there. And then you get everybody showing up. Right. Okay. So
Thank you very much.
yeah.
I'll do it. Yeah, because I didn't say that. I say a friendly class, bring friends next Friday or
Yeah.
next Saturday. But I
Nobody.
didn't give any reason.
Right.
No reason.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. It's a good one. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I might even think about scheduling things like that. We do a lot of them on Fridays because that's kind of the day for that. But you don't have to do them on Fridays. Sometimes during the week is better because that's when they're coming in for their regular class. You can also do, I mean, there's other ways to do this as well, like buddy weeks and have a week of all activities. But again, I would make sure that each day, if you did something like that, there's something unique and that it makes sense that they got to bring a friend in. It's not just bring a friend and we'll have fun or bring a friend to save money. Who cares? I mean, I'd rather pay another $40. I'm not saying we should charge for these events, but if you did, that's what a lot of people will do. And why I'd rather pay $40 than not have to hassle bringing my friend's buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Just to save. You're telling me I save $40 if I have to call them up and get them to come and do that. That just doesn't work very well, and it never has really. Okay,
Thank
good.
you very much.
Thank you for asking that. And for everybody, do these kind of events. I think everybody ought to have one. We require one one-to-one type event every month. So, and I posted it by the way on the Circle group, like what the one-to-ones that we have scheduled, a whole bunch of them, so you get ideas. Like this year, I think we did Harry Potter night because the guys are geeks and they like Harry Potter, and so they wanted to do it, and they got a lot of people because they were motivated to do it. We did the Nerf War one. We do a couple times a year. One's with ice cream, Nerf War and pizza.